If you're looking at Melbourne's affordable suburbs and trying to decide between Cranbourne and Meadow Heights for your next investment, this video will give you a clear answer. I'm Gilbert and I've just analyzed both suburbs across every metric that matters to determine which one offers better medium-term growth potential. Here's the thing, with Melbourne's 5% deposit scheme rolling out in October, thousands of first home buyers are about to flood the market. You're probably looking at these sub-700,000 suburbs thinking they are your best bet. But you're also wondering, is Cranbourne too obvious? Is Meadow Heights too small to matter? I'm a property data analyst and founder of SuburbsFinder. I spend my days analyzing data across Australia's 15,000 suburbs, and today I'm going to show you exactly how these two Melbourne suburbs stack up when a major policy change is about to reshape the entire market. By the end of this video, you'll know which suburb offers better cash flow, which has stronger growth potential, and most importantly, which one positions you ahead of the October demand surge. Let me start with the basics. Cranbourne sits at a median house price of $683,000. Meadow Heights come in at $635,500. That's a $47,500 difference. Not massive, but significant when you're leveraging. Cranbourne has grown 4.51%, while Meadow Heights has grown 11%, which is solid. But here's what caught my attention. Cranbourne is achieving this growth with much higher visibility and competition. Now, when you start looking at properties in Cranbourne, you'll see plenty of listings. Your first thought might be oversupply risk. I thought the same thing initially, but when I dug into the data, Cranbourne's stuck on market percentage is actually under 1%. That's tight supply, not oversupply. The reason you see more listings is simply because it's much larger suburb with more properties overall. Meadow Heights has even fewer listings. But here's what's interesting. Properties on both suburbs are selling in 26 days on average. Identical, despite the $47,500 price difference. But buyer demand is moving at exactly the same pace. When I look at the broader LGA data, I found something else worth noting. KC, where Cranbourne sits, had dwelling approvals fall 18.6% in 2024. Meanwhile, Hume, where Meadow Heights is located, saw approvals rise 40%. So more supply is coming to Hume. But as you see in the moment, current rental demand suggests it's actually needed. This brings me to the rental story, which is where things get really interesting for investors. Cranbourne has a vacancy rate of 2.2% and offers a gross yield of 4.0%. Meadow Heights sits at 1.5% vacancy rate with a 4.25 yield. Now, 2.2 vacancy isn't bad. Anything under 3% is considered healthy, but 1.5% is tight, really tight. That tells you tenants are competing for properties in Meadow Heights, while Cranbourne has a bit more breathing room. From a cash flow perspective, that extra 0.25% yield in Meadow Heights might not sound like much, but on a $635,000 property, that's an extra $1,587 per year in rental income. Plus, with tighter vacancy, you're less likely to have rental gaps. But here's where the 5% deposit scheme changes everything. Starting October 1st, 2025, first home buyers can purchase properties up to $950,000 with just 5% deposit. Both our suburbs sit comfortably under this cap. Cranbourne sits in KC, one of Melbourne's fastest growing LGAs, with over 405,000 residents. When thousands of new buyers enter the market in October, they're going to see Cranbourne first. It's visible, it's established, it has infrastructure like the Monash Freeway and Cranbourne rail line. Meadow Heights sits in a smaller pocket of Hume. It's not going to get the same immediate attention, but here's the contrarian thinking. As first home buyers buyers get outbid in obvious suburbs like Cranbourne, where do you think they'll look next? The affordability spillover effect is real. When buyers can't secure properties in their first choice, they move to the next most affordable option. That's exactly where Meadow Heights sits. Let me show you what this looks like with actual properties. I've found comparable 3-bedroom homes in both suburbs. In Cranbourne, you're looking at properties around $680,000. Rent-ready, family-friendly, exactly what first home buyers will target. In Meadow Heights, similar properties are sitting around $660,000. Same bedroom count, same target demographic, but $35,000 cheaper entry point. So here's the strategic question. Do you want to compete directly with the October surge? Or do you want to position yourself where the spillover demand will flow? If you buy in Cranbourne now, you're betting that the October demand surge will push prices up faster than the competition can respond. It's a momentum play. You're riding the wave everyone can see coming. If you buy in Meadow Heights, you're making a contrarian bet that affordability will become the key driver as buyers get priced out of the obvious choices. It's a position play. You're getting ahead of demand that others haven't spotted yet. Here's my take. If you want short-term growth boosted by the October demand surge, Cranbourne is your suburb. Larger market, immediate first home buyer visibility, established infrastructure, you'll see results faster. But if you're thinking strategically about 2026 and 2027, Meadow Heights is the sleeper play. As first home buyers get outbid in suburbs like Cranbourne, demand will flow into affordable alternatives. Personally, I'd buy in Meadow Heights. The cash flow is better, the vacancy is tighter, and most importantly, you're not competing with every other investors who read the same October 2025 headlines. The market always rewards those who think one step ahead, not those who follow the crowd. Both suburbs can work depending on your strategy and timeline. Cranbourne for immediate momentum, Meadow Heights for contrarian positioning. But the key is having access to this level of analysis before you make any decision. If you want to run similar comparisons on other suburbs you're considering, I've built SuburbsFinder specifically for this purpose. It tracks vacancy rates, stock on market percentage, days on market, and all the metric I've covered today across every suburb in Australia. You can access a free trial through the link in the description. It'll help you identify opportunities like Meadow Heights before they hit everyone else's radar and avoid potential oversupply risks before they become obvious. The October surge is coming. The question is, will you be positioned ahead of it or caught up in it?